So it's really upsetting to get rid of all this stuff because I'm afraid that I'm gonna forget it, and I'm gonna forget what my past was like, and I'm gonna forget my childhood, and that would be really sad because I have a big thing about childhoodism, whatever. But aside from that, it's also the fear that you might need what you have in the future, and I have that too. Like, I look at this tea set and I'm like, well, what if, like, one day I want to bring it out and have, like, a little tea set with, like, a friend of mine, and it would be really cool because it's, like, the tea set that I had in my childhood, and now I'm using it as an adult, and that's really cool. What if, I used to bring it out and play with it with my niece sometimes when she was really little. What if I want to do that again? But usually I won't let her play with it because I'm afraid she might break it. She's older now, so she probably wouldn't, but, it's like, I'm so afraid of it getting broken, I'm not even going to use it. Why do I even have it? I'm not going to be able to create any memories with it because I won't let anybody touch it. What if I do, like, a YouTube video one day, if I get into, like, making skits or something, I don't know. And what if I need it for that? What if I think, that bear tea set I used to have a long time ago? That would be perfect for this. And no other tea set is gonna, that I could find or that I could buy is gonna be as good as this tea set for that thing that I'm doing. Or I could think, well, I already had a perfectly good tea set. Now I have to go out and buy a tea set now that I actually need one 10 years down the line. If I would have just kept that one from, 20 years earlier, I'd have a free tea set. I wouldn't have to go out and buy one. But again, I don't know if it's worth it for the space that it's taking up and the stress that it's causing. I'm really gonna miss this tea set when I get rid of it. I mean, I don't even know what it is. I'm gonna keep, one or two of the cups, just, to remember it. I do think it's important enough to me, that it would be worth to keep, some of it. Just maybe not the whole set. And I'm still, like, not ready to give this up. Like, it's hurting my soul to know that I'm gonna get rid of this. And there's stuff that I've had before that I've said I'm gonna get rid of it. I'll put it up, bag it in a bag, put it in that's the garage sale pile, that's the throwaway pile. And it just sits there. I had a whole tote sitting in the corner over here, just piled up with stuff that I was like, that's stuff I gotta throw away. It sat there for, I don't even know how long, probably months. Maybe a little longer, I don't know. I know it was months. And eventually I just, little by little, I went and picked some stuff up, and I was like, oh, okay, you can do this, you can get rid of it. And I got rid of it. And now the bucket is gone. I guess I got rid of all that stuff. It's probably out in the shed. I probably didn't actually throw it away. And I'm like, I'm gonna go through it all one more time before we put it in the garage sale, or before I chuck it, forget it, just to make sure. Because it's really hard. And I don't know if people who don't have, who aren't hoarders or pack rats of some sort really know how hard it is. But it's hard. It's really hurting my soul to have to do this. And that was the last plate to wipe. Now they're all clean. And I need to choose which ones I'm going to see. I feel like there should have been like a little sugar thing with this, or in like a little milk pourer. But I know some of this stuff got broken when I was younger. What if the milk pourer and the other thing got broken and now I don't remember it? That sucks. I mean, I guess it's not that important, but it is to me. Like, it's like, eh. So I'm definitely gonna keep this. And I gotta pick one of these plates. Probably one without like a big crack in it. That looks pretty good. This one, the bears are more in the center. This one, the bears are even more in the center. And now I'm like getting a little nervous and stressed. I'm gonna pick the wrong plate and the wrong cup to keep. Like, I'm not, when I, 10 years from now, I'm not gonna look back and even think like, oh, well, this one's not quite in the center. Or the picture's not that good on this one. I'm probably not gonna, be worrying about that. I'm just probably gonna look at it briefly and be like, oh yeah, I remember that. That was really cool. But it's still stressing me out a little bit. For years, I would let this kind of stress keep me from making the decision to get rid of something, but trying to not do that anymore. You know, get a better life for myself. See, like, this one's like a really nice light colored picture, but this one's like a little darker. And I'm like, kind of stressing out about which one I should keep. But remember, 10 years from now, I'm not going to remember that one was lighter than the other. It's not going to matter to me, so just pick one. Oh, God. One's got a crack in it. Can't really see the face on this one. I guess I could keep one light colored one of the small plates, and then a dark colored one of the big plates, so I could remember that some were lighter and some were darker, if that's something that I care about. Or maybe it's just lighter because it's faded, in which case I want to keep the darker one so it stays good longer. Again, I'm like, oh my god, I feel like the darker colored ones because I'm afraid that the lighter colored ones are going to fade more. Oh god, this one's more in the center. Oh, my screen just got bigger all of a sudden. That was weird. Oh, these look almost exactly the same. Oh, shit. Keep that one. Or do I want to keep two of each? Okay. I'm going to keep two of the big plates, two of the small plates. And 2 cups. Couldn't see the eyes on. Like, the closer I get to being done with this and being ready to get rid of it, the more upset it's making me. Get rid of that. Alright. And this is what is gonna be left. In case I want to have like a 2-person tea party one day with like an older friend or something to relive my childhood, and then what if I have like a ton of friends, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, what if I have 7 friends and me, and we want to have a tea party? I won't have the rest. Like, that's gonna suck. But what are the odds of that happening? I'll probably get a cooler, newer tea set that fits more with what I want to do, and maybe I won't even have that many friends in the future. Like, never had that many friends before, so I guess this is like good. I'm gonna take a picture of like all of it, keep the picture. I'll have this video. Maybe I won't even ever look at this video again. Maybe I will. Maybe nobody else will. I don't know. Anyways, if you watch this, thanks, I guess. I'm just trying to do it a little bit for me so I can remember this tea set. Maybe I'll go back and look at the video if I don't go look at a picture. If, you know, the video doesn't just randomly get deleted. And maybe somebody can relate to, like, how hard it is to get rid of stuff like this. Or maybe somebody who can't relate to it can understand it a little bit better. Okay, anyway, I'm Brittany Shea, and I'm really good with goodbyes. Another thing I just thought of that's also giving me a bit of anxiety is this, you know, I don't know if you can tell, but I don't think this is a very good, like, camera that I'm using right now. What if, like, you know, a year from now I get, like, a really good, better camera, and I've gotten rid of this tea set, and I'm like, oh man, if I had just kept it for another year, I could have done this video with, like, a nice camera, and I would have had, like, a good image quality to go back, and sound quality to go back and, you know, relive my childhood tea set with. I mean, that's a legitimate thing that is worrying me right now. Like, But is it worth it to keep it for another year? To keep all my stuff for another year just in case I get a better video camera? If I keep all this stuff, I'm probably not going to get a better video camera because I'm going to be so bogged down with stuff and just not have a good environment to work in and improve my life in, that I'm just never going to get there, and I'm just going to keep this stuff forever. So if you look back on this years from now and you're wondering why you gave it away, just remember that this is the reason why, because it's probably better for you in the end. That's all I wanted to say. I'm really bad with goodbyes. Oh